Club. I'm delighted to welcome you here this afternoon. My name's Phil Alexander, Chief Executive of Crystal Palace, and we are top of the league. And this is the third lunch, sold out, we're turning people away, so we must be doing something right.
Our normalised turnover, so what I call our turnover without transfer fees or a cup run, is about 13 million in this division. That's made up of about 4 million of TV income, and then the rest of it is generated by funds on seats, commercial activities, and everything else we do. So the size of your club, and supporters talk about this all the time, it's a big club, it's a small club, if you park heritage and history, then, and you say the size of your club is based upon what your disposable income is to spend on playing side, infrastructure, that kind of thing, then we're a sort of slightly above middle ranking championship club, and the difference is all defined by the amount of people that come. As I often say to people that talk to us about hot dogs and the fish and chips and all that kind of stuff, it is important, that sort of revenue stream. But if you think of a hot dog, I've got to buy the bun, I've got to buy the sausage, I've got to cook this thing, I've got to pay somebody to give it to you. I might make 20 pence out of the hot dog I sold you. If you buy a seat, the incremental margin on that seat, pretty much, apart from a bit of stewarding maybe, is 100% incremental margin, and the ticket prices are from 15 quid up to 30. If you come and eat in the restaurant, effectively it's 100 or 120 quid for a ticket, and you get a meal thrown in. So the amount of people that come on a Saturday really dictates the size of the club you are. And Dougie and I and Stephen and the other guys really worked hard to pick it up by bootstraps. I mean, people don't see the investment that's gone on down at the training ground in pitches and ice baths and all that kind of thing. But what Dougie introduced was just a discipline and a belief and a lack of accepting poor standards. He's an incredibly focused, rigorous person, and I think you can see on the pitch, I think he's got the fittest side of the league, the best prepared side of the league. He's never left any stone unturned, and that right now is one of the biggest challenges for Ian. He wants to improve it, and I think Ian's a very positive person. As more of you get to know him, you'll realise that what you see on television is exactly what he is. So he's got his own ideas, but he fully recognises that what we've got is a fantastic platform. So I think it was a great decision to take him on. But at the point where he went, I felt that we moved forward, we could take that chance again on a first or second time manager. I felt that this group of players and where we were demanded somebody that really knew how to get us out of this division, and was a little bit more cavalier at times, because that would be the only thing that concerned me before, that we were sometimes a little bit cautious, and I think that Ian's a lot of things he's not cautious. and the beautiful thing about our academy, you've got to remember that Will was touch and go at 15 when we kept him, and this is what makes a nonsense of what they talk about with this EPPP and all this stuff, that most of the time the players that stand out at 14 and 15 are just bigger and just physically more developed than the other kids in their age group. Maybe they're a little bit older by 8 months, makes a hell of a difference with the 14. Maybe they've just, grown faster. So Wilf was spindly, kept falling over the ball, wasn't really, really touch and go. But Gary saw something. One of the things that this club's never done is plan for success. You need to plan for success. So already we're having conversations about what we would quickly be able to do to the stadium as it stands to generate extra revenue. Is there more seats we can put in? What can we improve to generate more income? I think you've seen Ian and our last journey into the Premier League, where Blackpool, I think, 1 point or goal difference, I can't remember. It isn't necessarily about just going and throwing money around like it isn't in this division. You've got to be prudent, and I think we've got some plans. I think if you look at what Norwich did in the first season, buy the best in the Championship. You know what you get. They're there or thereabouts. So buy what you know, rather than maybe going abroad and buying things that are unknown, commodities, people that you don't know if they're going to settle. There's all sorts of other problems around them. So we've got conversations around that, but it's difficult. You've got to get the balance right.